What's going on, guys? It's Bill with Prodigy.com, and today we're talking about college football 27 cheats. Now, before somebody runs to the comments acting like I'm giving out locker codes, just relax. I'm not talking about hacks. I'm not talking about mod menus. I'm not talking about anything that's going to get your account banned. And I'm definitely not talking about some fake press up, down, left, right stuff on the stick. And it's going to unlock all 99 overall players. When I say college football 27 cheats, I'm talking about what competitive players have called cheats forever. And we're talking about money plays, some nano blitzes, glitchy route combos, and custom adjustments, speed advantages, and then just overall day one cheese. I should say month one cheese. Oh, or we can call it your round cheese, whatever. Stuff that makes your opponent look at the screen like, how's he doing that? And that's what we're talking about. Because every year when the game first drops, there are two types of players. The first guy is just out there, he's just out there guessing. He's picking his favorite team, calling coach suggestions, punting on fourth and inches, and then wondering why he's down 21-0 before halftime. Then there's the other guy, the guy who already knows what to look for, the guy who understands pressure, he understands money plays, understands speed mismatches, understands formation, also understands his adjustments, and understands how to take away what everybody else wants to do. That guy wins early. So in this video, I'm going to give you 5 day one tricks to help you win more games in college football 27. But before we get into the 5 tricks, let's stop for a second. I've been doing this for 22 years. I started breaking down blitzes, money plays, nanos, glitches, exploits, and counters before half the people watching this or even playing football games online. So when I tell you that there are things in college football 27 that most people are not going to know about, I'm not just saying that for a YouTube title. There are things in this game that people are going to call real cheats. Now, I can't fully talk about all of them in this video yet, but I can tell you this. We already know some of the stuff that is going to be a problem. And if it's in the game and it gives you an advantage, we're going to show it. If it's something that you can use online without getting banned, we're going to break it down inside the Season Pass Live and the Filmroom. It's also going to be in our eBooks. Can't really say which one right at the moment because that might be a dead giveaway. But I'm talking money plays, nano blitzes, pressure, custom adjustment, route combos, offensive glitches, defensive counters, and stuff most people usually don't figure out until weeks later. And here's the important part. I don't just show the cheat. If there's a counter, I show you the counter too, because knowing how to use something is one thing. Knowing how to stop it when somebody uses it against you is what separates real players from people who just copy plays. One of these things is going to be released on day one inside the CFB 27 Season Pass Live. So if you want the early advantage, make sure you check it out at MaddenProdigy.com. Also, do me a favor before we get into this list. Just like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and turn on notifications. I'm going to be dropping college football 27 money plays, blitzes, custom adjustments, eBooks, Filmroom breakdowns, and launch day strategy all year. Now let's get into it. Trick number 1, stop learning full playbooks and master one formation first. This is where most players mess up immediately. They load into the game, open up a playbook with hundreds of plays, and think that they need to learn everything. No, you don't. You don't need 400 plays to win online. You need one formation to start that gives you answers. A good run, a quick pass, one man beater, one zone beater, one blitz beater, one shot play, and one red zone money play. And after you learn those, that's when you start to expand your knowledge, but don't just hop into the game unless that's what you want to do. But don't expect to win against real competition by just hopping into a game. So that's how you win early. Most people online are not losing because they don't have enough, or they don't know enough plays. They're losing because they don't have a plan. They call a play, it gets stopped, and then they panic. Next thing you know, they're scrolling through coaching suggestions on 3rd and 17 like the game is going to magically save them. That's not the strategy. That's gambling with a controller. The real day one cheat is finding one formation you understand better than your opponent understands his entire playbook. Because early in the year, most players are guessing. They don't know what beats what yet. They don't know how to adjust. They don't know where the pressure is coming from. They don't know what routes are going to get open. So if you can come out with one formation and attack everything they throw at you, you're already way ahead. And that's why I always say don't collect plays, build a scheme. There's a big difference. A play gets you one touchdown. A scheme wins you the game or wins you games. Trick number 2, use speed like it is a cheat code. In college football and Madden, speed is king. Speed is always one of the biggest cheats in football games. I don't care what year it is. It could be Madden, college football. It does not matter. Speed makes bad players look better and good players look dangerous. On offense, speed stretches the defense. Fast quarterback can turn a dead play into a first down. A fast receiver can make a basic streak look broken. A fast running back can take one bad angle and turn it into 6. On defense, speed saves you. You know, fast safeties, fast corners, fast linebackers, fast defensive ends. Speed is king, and that stuff matters. Because there's nothing worse than, calling the right defense and still getting beat because your players move like they're running in wet cement. You know that feeling? You got the perfect call. You know where the ball is going. You click on, and your defender is just too slow to make the play. That's pain. That is turn the console off and go outside pain. So on day one, don't just pick teams because they have a big name. Don't just pick teams because you like their uniforms. Don't pick teams because you're emotionally attached to the team in real life. Pick teams that give you speed where speed matters. Quarterback, receiver, running back, safety, corner. If you're a heavy blitzer, pick fast, linebackers, defensive ends, and defensive linemen. But still, got to have the corners. If your team is slow, you better be a great player because the game is going to make you work for everything. But if you have speed, you can steal points, and early in the year, stealing points actually wins games. Trick number 3 is going to be custom adjustments. They are the real cheat code. Everybody wants the play. Everybody wants the one blitz, the one money play, the one route combo, the one magic setup that wins every game. But real players know that the game is won before the snap. Custom adjustments are where the skill gap is going to be this year, because once you understand adjustments, you stop reacting and start controlling the game. You can change safety depth. You can change their width. You can disguise your coverage. You can bait throws. You can take away deep shots. You can protect the flats. You can make one defense look like 3 different coverages. That's nasty. Most casual players are going to call cover 3, sit there and hope. Good players are going to show one thing, play another thing, and make you throw the ball directly to them. That's the difference. And this is why I keep saying custom adjustments matter. Because if everybody has access to the same play, the player who knows how to adjust them better is going to win. A bad player calls a defense and hopes that it works. A good player calls a defense and makes it work. That's the cheat, not because it's illegal, because most people don't take the time to actually learn it. And anytime something is powerful and most players are too lazy to learn it, that becomes an advantage. So if you already watched my defensive adjustments video, good. The video is going to matter because you can understand the new adjustments before everybody else. You're going to steal games from people who are still trying to figure out why their cover 3 keeps getting torched. Trick number 4, pressure is not just about sacks. Everybody loves pressure. Everybody wants the nano blitzes, the unblockable blitzes. Everybody wants heat, screaming off the edge or up the middle untouched. And trust me, I get that. I built my name on building pressure packages and nano blitzes and glitchy blitzes, but the best pressure is not always the blitz that gets a sack instantly. The best pressure is the one that makes your opponent uncomfortable. If your opponent starts throwing quick before routes develop, you're winning. If he starts blocking extra people, that's another win. If he stops calling the plays he actually wants to call, that's another win. If he starts rolling out into contains, forcing passes, or making panic reads, you're winning. Pressure is not just about sacks. And one thing that's going to be great, we have always been the leader also of having 2 and 3 man blitz, creating pressure, some cases unblockable, only sending 2 to 4 players, I should say. And the main thing about pressure's not about getting a sack every time, it's about control. You're trying to make your opponent play faster than he wants to play. And when people play too fast, that's where they make mistakes. They're going to miss reads, they're going to throw picks, they ignore certain routes. They run into pressure, they start guessing, and once someone starts guessing, they're in trouble. That's why a good pressure setup is one of the biggest day one cheats in college football 27. Not because it breaks the game, because it breaks the player. There is a big difference. A sack's nice, but making somebody scared to snap the ball, that's even better. Because once you get into somebody's head, the game is already halfway over. Trick number 5, stop playing fair on day one. Now listen carefully, I'm not saying cheat. I'm not saying glitch the game. I'm saying stop playing like you owe your opponent a comfortable experience, because you don't. If he can't stop RPOs, run RPOs. If he can't stop bunch, run bunch. If he can't block blitzes, keep sending pressure. If he keeps leaving the flats wide open, throw to the flats until he proves that he can stop it. If he keeps using the same linebacker and abandoning the middle of the field, then attack the middle of the field. Make sure you're aware of what he's doing with his user, and you do not get extra points for being nice in this game. You don't get a trophy for calling different plays just because your opponent's tired of getting beat. Online football is about finding weakness. It's about attacking it until they adjust. That's not toxic. That's just football. If somebody keeps giving you the same look, punish it. If somebody keeps blitzing from the same side, make them pay. If somebody keeps sitting in the same coverage, beat it again. The mistake most average players make is they feel bad for winning in the same way. Well, don't feel bad. If your opponent can't stop something, that's his problem. Your job is to win. Now, good players will adjust, and that's when the real game starts. That's why you need more than one play. You need answers. You need a plan for man, a plan for zone, for pressure, for red zone, short yardage, a plan for when your opponent finally adjusts. That's how you win consistently. Not by playing random, not by trying to impress people, and not by calling a different play every snap just so you can look creative. You win by finding what works and forcing your opponent to stop it. So let's recap. The 5 college football 27 cheats are, number 1, master one formation before trying to learn the entire playbook. 2, use speed. That's the biggest cheat code. Number 3, learn custom adjustments, because custom adjustments this year and understanding them is going to be how you dominate people online. 4, use pressure to force bad decisions, not just to chase sacks. And number 5, stop playing fair on day one. Attack weakness until your opponent proves he's got an answer for it. That's how you win early. That's not just early, that's how you win through the entire year, I should say. Because day one's chaos. Nobody knows the full meta yet. Nobody knows every blitz pickup. Nobody knows every money play. Nobody knows every defensive adjustment. So the players who can come in with a plan are going to have a huge advantage. And that's exactly what I'm building at MaddenProdigy.com. The CFB 27 starter kit, premium ebooks, money plays, blitzes, custom adjustments, Filmroom, and season pass live content are built around one thing. That's helping you win before everybody else catches up, and it helps you continue to win throughout the entire year. And the first few weeks are important. That's when everybody is learning. That's when the meta is wide open. That's when you can get way ahead. So check the links in the description if you want the full setups, and drop a comment and tell me what you think the biggest college football 27 cheat is going to be. Is it speed, pressure, RPOs, custom adjustments, a certain formation, or just something else?